So there was a event that I attended. So it was in Gurgaon. So it was conducted by Women Who Code Delhi, and it was about the small opportunities and achievements and all that stuff. So they had these forms, so you can fill those forms, and if you got selected based on your application form, you will be invited to there. And I got really thrilled about reading that opportunity. So I thought, okay, let's fill the form. I circulated those forms in my class because I, as I said, I really like to share everything that is going on. So I made each and every classmate of mine, like there are only six, by the way, but I made them fill the form, and I made all my hostel mates fill that form. Okay, we will go together and we will attend that event. But something different happened. So they were not invited to the that event, they were not accepted, and I got accepted. And I was the only one person from the first year who was in who was actually invited and who was actually attending the event. So all other people who were there, apart from the speakers and stuff, they were all the fourth and third year students, some second year students. So when I got to know about that thing, I was really like excited and nervous, and I was like, why me? Is there something special, or is it a clear luck? So that was the first moment I felt really good about it. And that was like really a turning point, because at that time I got to know about these things, like how actually women face issues. Because I was like, okay, what are the issues we can face? So I got to know that what are the issues we can face in a company, what are the things, and why we need a community, and what are the programs that actually the companies are making, and all the different societies and all the different communities that I have been built for women, so that they can actually grow and learn together. So that was my first moment. I met some really great people there, and I still have contacts with them. I I was really nervous. It was like I was shaking all the time, and even then I like managed to stay a little longer there when the event was over. And I tried to communicate with all the speakers there. So I was able to speak to two of the speakers. First was Jacqueline Kaur, and she's a step in turn, and she's a really inspiring woman for me. And the second was one was Lavanya Gaur, and she's a blockchain leader. And these two women were the starting point of my journey in tech. So they are really inspiring for me, and they really inspire me for each and every step. So that happened there. I got to know, okay, there is a Girl Script organization that um, organizes a lot of events for women. And not only women, everyone can actually take part in their events, but they actually want to increase the women participation, and that's why they have named it like that, so that more women are encouraged to participate. So I got to know about this amazing program. Then I applied to Girl Script summit that used to happen in Delhi 2020. And I again got the chance to attend the event. So there were fees for the event, but they were actually accepting some scholarships, so you can fill the form for the scholarship, and I was able to get the scholarship. And it was really great moment for me. But something happened. I got my leg muscle tear up, and I wasn't able to go because I was on a bed rest for 1 week. But apart from that, I was really happy about the fact I attended the event. I've seen all the recordings after the event. So I was little disheartened, but okay, it's fine. I promised myself I will go next year. Apart from that, then things started changing. I started noticing you know some things, like in my college. I have I'm the part of section A, CSE, and we have 80 students in one batch, and we are just seven girls. So it was like me and six other girls, and most of them, like two of them I have, like they come very rarely, so they are not at all regular. So whenever I have to make a team, whenever I have to perform a lab practical or anything, I'm always like the only one person who is a female and all the other boys. And they kind of, they always used to make like fun of me. I don't know why. And even sometimes I have gotten like serious personal attacks, like based on my looks, based on what I'm doing, based on my height. And like that were really hard moments for me. And I was like, I'm never going to um, make a team with them again, but we have to, because I have roll numbers with them. But yeah, those were really hard moments for me, and I really didn't understand why they are doing this. But I understood at that time that okay, there is something that is need to change. And then there is a society in our college that is called as Girl Coded. Okay, so it is a very small society, I would say, very cozy society. Only 20 to 30 people were a part of it, and it was kind of dead because no one was really active in that. That was only supposed to be the women society, who can women in tech society, so that they can actually collaborate and discuss technical stuff together. So I like talked to my senior Manvidi, and then we decided to like make it again alive. So then we started promoting it. I i got to each and every class I can get, and then I started talking to other girls like, hey, we are starting restarting this society. It is called Girl Coded. We are going to learn a lot of languages, we are going to make a lot of projects, and you are going to get to know about a lot of opportunities. Would you like to become part of it? We really promoted a lot. I used to go to each and every class after when they have breaks, and promoted to everyone. And it was really bad that we only got like 35 students in our orientation, and we thought like even in the orientation we can get to like 100 people, but that was really difficult because they didn't want it to. When I asked my friends that why you didn't come, I invited you personally. So they were like, yeah, there were no, I wanted to go out with my friends, I wanted to eat lunch, and some vague excuses. So I got to know, okay, this is not something that is that seems interesting to them, and that's why they are not attending the events. So we thought, okay, it's okay. The 35 women who have actually stepped up and come to our orientation, we are going to give best to them. We started with those 35 students and the previous 15 members. It was a cozy 15 members community. We started doing coding together. We started arranging sessions for us. We used to like teach each and everyone on board, like I know something, I will discuss that with you. You know something, you will teach that to me. And we started sharing ideas and different stuff, and we started learning together. And in only 3 months you can literally see the difference between we 50 women, like 50 girls, and all the other girls, because we were actually doing stuff. I was getting invited to these events, I was actually accepted to these events. I got to know about the opportunities that I got part in eventually, the women tech makers and the other clubs, girl script club and women who code club. And all other mates were also doing something, they were making websites and stuff. But the like girls who didn't actually stepped up and joined and tried to like connect with us, they were kind of like felt like they haven't done anything. So they starting reaching out to me again that, hey Kushbu, can we again become the part of this program? We really want to, we want to do the things you are doing right now, and this really interests me. So I was like, yeah, definitely, it's for everyone. If you want to become part of it right now, you can. And it's very like heartwarming warming to say that right now it's the family of 350 plus women. And so it is really great for me that it's been just 1 year, and it's only inside college society. We are planning to like expand it outside our college, but right now it's only for the college members, and it's 350 plus. And I'm really glad because I know that we have covered at least our college girls that they are now learning everything and they have a community. Being a woman in tech like is not that much difficult. The one thing that I have noticed that make major difference is if you have a community. Like obviously Clinify is a community where you can grow and learn together. And I have noticed that when you have a community now, you can literally do anything, you can literally learn anything. And it's really difficult to do everything alone. Whenever you need help, take help. And it's okay to take help. And it's okay to don't know, if you don't know anything, it's okay if you don't know about certain things. But it's never okay to say that I don't want to learn. Yeah. So, and when you have a community, you will never feel ki am I the only one who don't know this? Because you will have like 10 other people with you who will say, okay, I also don't know this, I also want to know this, what is this, would you like to tell me? So you will feel ki, okay, I'm not the only one, and I actually belong there, these are all with me. So that's the best part of being in a community. So now right now, like a lot of people ask me, like on the DMs in Instagram and in the comments on my YouTube channel, that the you have your seniors, you had your friends who were doing coding with you, but what we can do, we don't have like seniors who really interact with us, and as it is all online, how can we learn? So the only answer like I give to them is, um, don't try to do it alone. Take some of your friends, or maybe uh, try to be a part of any community where people are actually sharing ideas, where people are actually there to learn, and where people actually want to contribute to each other's growth. And then you will be able to learn, and that will be exponential, because you have some ideas, you have some learnings that you can share with others, others have some learnings that they can share with you, and it will grow exponentially when you will share it with others. So that's the best part. Like even if they can't find any club in their college or in their, even if they can't really communicate with their friends right now because they don't feel that connection, I always tell them that there are certain communities like Women Who Code. They have a Slack channel where they um, uh, welcome everyone so that they can come and interact with everyone. So that's a really great thing. So I always say, okay, even if you can't find any other community, you can go there. Even if you can't find any other thing, just go on LinkedIn and find your seniors and then ask them that what is the best community in your college, and then just join that. And that's what I pretty much did. Like when I wanted to join societies, I literally got to many of my seniors and I asked them, like, what is the best community here, what are the best societies that are actually doing stuff, that are active, and that have good culture. So they really told me like, okay, these are the three that are really active and you can really learn there, and there is no bullshit things going around. And I was like, okay. So this was the thing. Like a lot of my friends also wasted their money even to get in some societies that really never showed up after the orientation. So that I feel really bad about that. So you should always take someone's experience first, take someone advice, and then become part of the community. And if you ever feel ki uh, this is not that much like helping in your growth, or it is wasting your time, you should learn to take a step back. Because I was part of like nearly 6 societies, I will say, in my first semester, because I was like, I have to join each and everything. I will go to each and every audition. I will go to each and every event. But after that, after some time, I realized that, okay, my time, I have to divide my time like thoughtfully. I can't really go to each and every event. Can't really do the work of each and every society. I have to think about it, what I want to get from there. So I really thought about it, and I was like, okay, these are the things I would like to give my time, and these are the things that don't deserve that much of attention right now. So I cut down on those, and the things that were actually helping me grow, I doubled down my efforts on them. And that's pretty much it. That really helped me.